I have some cutting to do with my templates that showed up. I love templates for anyone that doesn't know. Templates are the best things ever. So before my day started, I have in fact embroidered a book thing. This is actually what I've got on my bag, but I'm just doing it in a different color. So that's the only bit I've cut out, so we need to kind of cut the rest. So I'm going to be using this fabric that came in the subscription box, and I'm still tossing out whether I want to have a waterproof canvas or if I want to do like a fun print. I still haven't officially decided. So it is sitting there and waiting while I think about it. And in the meantime, I need to cut out this. What I am going to do is a strap that will be half this with one of these over the top. Hello, everybody. I am insanely tired. Our alarm, our smoke alarm, kept just randomly waking us up all night. It's very rude. And everyone did point out the fact that I should have got up and taken out the battery, but, you know, you live and learn. I have since replaced the battery, and hopefully now it will stop. But worst sleep ever. I've been awake since 3:30 this morning. Stupid alarm. I always like to cut my straps first to make sure that I get like the straight edge. So that's half the strap. So we're doing 1.5 inch straps. So for those that have got the subscription box, you can make this bag instead and possibly as well as the one that comes with, the pattern that comes with the box. These are more guidelines than rules, like everything I do. Nothing is, I can't tell you what to make. I'm going to do the main front and back body in this, and then all of the other parts I am going to do in the print. I have plans. Oh, also, it's inside. So half my box is inside, which is fine. I bought out some of the templates this morning at 3:30, and apparently I'm so tired I forgot to grab the rest before I started my live video. So good job me. Cut off the corner. There's one. So I'm going to do front and back in this and the flap. And then everything else, I reckon, will be print. So the gusset's going to be print. The strap will be both because that'll be pretty. But as you can see, there is still enough to make this bag and the quokka from a single piece. This isn't a single piece. This is another piece that I had because I have extra. I'm also going to grab my bin because having a bin is always handy. I also made myself a new water bottle that is strictly for water. This is the tame version because I read a lot of books. There was one that said Smut Queen, and I secretly really wanted it. But now that my child can read, I decided that was inappropriate. Well, there you go. I did remove the battery for like 2 hours, but I was awake. Don't need that yet. I'll pop that over there. But I didn't leave it out. I just didn't want to put the new one in case it wanted to do like a test screen because everybody else was sleeping. But I was awake and in the house for most of the whole 2 hours it didn't have a battery. Alright, let's do this. So, I've already cut the flap and embroidered it. So for anyone that doesn't know, I made a green version of this bag that says no shelf control because I love puns. They make me very happy. And now I'm going to line this up so that I get what I want on there. So it is a repeat pattern. And it actually kind of works out cool there because it's pretty much perfectly centered with the magnets going through the 2 leaves. And I like that. And then there's a book kind of center as well. So that'll do. Or do I want it perfectly center? It's a hard thing to know. Put the book perfectly center, maybe. Sometimes it's worth wasting a little bit to have your everything lined up really well. Right, one of them. Oh, wait. No, I was right. One of them. And then 2 of these. So one's for the back and one is for the front. So the back one I'm going to do in this. And then the front one I think I'll do in fabric. Never fear about my smoke alarm though. I have fixed the problem. I went to the service station and got a battery. And I've put it in. Okay, so that's going to be the back pocket. And then for the front, so here's how the bag's going to look. We're going to do that one, and then that one will be in front. So I need to decide what I want that second one to be, and I'm wondering if this would look amazing. Like that. I think that looks fantastic. So that's what we're going to do. Because why not? Really. So before I cut that, I'll pop that aside. And what is this piece? Side gusset. I feel like I've misplaced the base piece. Of course I have, because nothing can go according to plan. So I need 2 of these on the side. You can also make the gusset on this one continuous piece if you so desire. It just means that you can't use directional fabric, which is why I designed it like this, because this is directional fabric. Beautiful. I didn't fussy cut them. That's fine too. Keep opening. Now I like to run along the bottom and then I'll cut the strap from the other end. I also got some stuff that again I left inside because I'm a very unprepared human today. I'm going to put that down to my insane tiredness. But it's called Grippy and you spray it on your templates and then they don't slip around. And I'm very excited to use it. So excited I forgot it. Okay. So while this is out, I'm going to come to the straight edge and I'm going to cut, I think a 1-inch strip would look nice. So you got to remember the strap is going to be 1.5 inches. So if I do 1, then, which is there, so then we'll have a 1/4 inch on each side to see the maroony red color come through. Line it up, cut it off like so, shift it down. I appreciate that this company can cut things straight. Very, very much so, in fact. Okay. Chop. Strap. Check. Still need the base. But always try and keep one straight edge on all your vinyl. The base is going to get cut from here. I don't know where I've put the template. I am clearly having a moment. Lucky me. In saying that, I have a paper version. It's just not the same. And I also have overcut just there, so we just need to make sure that I'm not going to... Wait. What is going on? Oh, and my phone's not on silent. Good job, me. See? So not happening. Either way, I think the base was longer from memory, so I'll put that there. And I think it was about that much, and I'm just going to eyeball it. You guys can judge me for that all you want. It will work. Because I've got the power. Alright, let's put that away. This is what happens when I try and get organised. Sleepy. It's just not a thing. I am rolling this back up though, because I like to put things away. We need this one. You don't have to cut it from the back, it's just that's the way it's opened. So I need one of these. Up, across, and down, and then across. I probably cut things differently to you, and that's okay. So that is our middle layer. So it goes this one, and then this one, and then not that one. Not that one either. Ah, this one. So that will be what you see when you open the bag. And I think that's pretty. It's got all the right colours. Now the real question is, what lining do I want? So this is the flap, and so I want the flap to have the same awesome print. But then I just have to decide, do I want the inside of the bag waterproof canvas, or do I want it this matching sameness? Little corners have always been my downfall, which is ironic because I designed this pattern. But whatever. Alright, so that's now what you'll see when you open the flap. Love it. I also want to cut off this bit, don't need it, in the bin. I do have lots of this fabric, so maybe I will do this for the lining instead of the waterproof canvas, just for something different. I mean, if you are using what comes in the subscription box, you will need brown waterproof canvas, which is here. And this is just pretty, and it's a fluke that I have it. So for those interested, I'm pretty sure this is part of the Halloween collection at Spotlight at the moment, if they've got any left. Pretty sure I saw it there. So there's one and two. This will all need interfacing, obviously, but that pile of mess is where I would normally do the ironing, so whatever. God, I love templates though. Look how quick this is. Move that. Should have ironed it. See all that? But with templates, you just kind of shove it and it'll be fine. 1, 2. I always move around my templates. I personally find that easier. But I mean, whatever works for you is also fine. 2 of those. I also need that ironed. And then to keep everything organized, I do tend to clip them together with a clip. Just in the corner, preferably in the seam allowance. You won't see the mark of the clip later, because sometimes it is a thing. Even though I still have to interface these, I still like to try and keep it organized, especially when you've got a pattern that has a lot of similar size pieces. It's nice to keep it organized. So flap with the flap. You could also clip, now because my embroidery is tall, I won't be able to put this traditional zipper pocket that the pattern come with. So I'm actually going to put it down the side here, and I will make it the full width so I can fit my phone, or somebody else can fit their phone in it. So this pattern is the Kangaroo, which is not my latest pattern. So the latest pattern's Quokka, and I think Kangaroo was before the Quokka. So I need one of these for the lining, and then another one for the other lining. So technically I'm cutting 3 of this size because one's going to be the pretty exterior and the rest of the lining. So there's one that matches this piece, again with a clip, and then another one where's the other one? I know I cut it. You all watched me do it. There it is. So that will be the backing for that one. All right. I love templates. So you're going to probably start seeing a lot more template videos because I really enjoy cutting with templates. And this is part of my day, really. So quite often I will have like a whole day of just cutting. I'm going to have a large chunk of today cutting. But I will also have to do some sewing because I am already out of tubs. So I will be cutting this bag and one more on camera, and then I'm going to go down the street and get stuff because my local Bunnings, their cutting machine is broken. So I can't get wood because it doesn't fit in my car unless it goes in the cutting machine. Super annoying. Also, that bit can go. You guys might keep shit like this. Stuff. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. I have no use for things like this. If there's somebody on my YouTube that has use for pieces like this, please message me or alert me right now, and I will start a bag of all scrappy bits and post them to you, and you can just pay for the postage bag. Because I don't have a need, and I am not keeping bits. There's limits. All right. I also have a Tory Pocket template hanging right next to me because I use it on like almost every bag. There's not many patterns. It doesn't even matter if it's other people's patterns. There's not many patterns where I don't do a Tory Pocket. Now, from memory, I think I need 3. Pretty sure it's 3. One, two, three. Well, that's two. I'm just thinking. So one on the inside, one in that front section, and then this one I'm gonna make a bit longer. Or technically it's gonna go sideways. If you've got directional fabric, you're gonna want to turn it sideways, like this. There's your halfway mark. So we just want to make it theoretically wider by about that much. And again, I'm just eyeballing this, but I will measure it for you in a second. So it is an extra 1, 2, 3, about 3.5 inches. The reason for that being is when I fold this over like so, and I'm leaving that selvage edge because it's a pocket, you won't see it anyway. But the idea is the pocket will then sit like this on the side. So if you were going to do one like I'm going to do on this bag, the traditional one is here, which comes in the template. But that just means you have to do a smaller embroidery, and my embroidery is tall. I can show you the difference. You could also put the pocket through the embroidery if you really wanted to, but I would cut off basically all of that bit there, and I didn't want to. I like the flap the way it is. This was for non-embroidered ones, basically. So instead, I'm basically going to turn it sideways and then have the pocket go this way with the zipper closing up the top, and this is where you put your fancy zipper. So for this particular bag, I will be doing a giant love heart. I called these Big Love when I sold them. I'm pretty sure that's my last one that I have. And I thought that this bag was appropriate for it. My personal bag, I had a book zipper pull, which was also very cool. So I'm also going to clip this to those so that I know that that one goes with that one. It's relevant. All right, next up. Gusset. Did I cut gusset already? I don't think so. Then again, who knows? I did. I already cut the gusset. So now I just need the base, which is this piece here. Which I'm using this piece for because I don't know where I put the other one. I'm also guessing nobody wanted my scrap pieces, which is totally fine. And then to see this bit, I'm going to cut it off. It's easier to fold fabrics when you don't have like these random little sticky outy bits. I won't cut off this. This is big enough for an actual pattern piece on certain patterns. But for all the other bits, it could go away. And now, much more manageable size piece of fabric. And then, so I fold it in half and then in half again. Take this piece, and I always start on the already cut end because it's easier to tuck away those bits, and then it'll sit nicer on my shelf. And voila! So that is one bag cut. I'm going to do interfacing later because obviously I have a mess happening. But we can move on to the next one. So the next one is all the way over here. So these ones, all of my templates are from Brimax, and they come with these cool things, and she always sends me green ones, which I really appreciate because we all know I'm obsessed with green. So to hang them up, they're just like this very strong wire that kind of screws together, which I actually like these better than my little clips because they fall apart. Super annoying. Anyway, so this is an 80% Ragabrash, which is awesome. And I need to make one for a custom order. So we're going to cut that out too. so much mess everywhere. And this bag is going to be in this PVC coated canvas. I got it from basically, like, it's for caravans and stuff. It's 2 meters wide, but I bought a damaged piece. So, like, right in the middle, there's this repeat hole. It's already been circled for my convenience. So all I have to do is not cut that bit. The problem is it's so large that it's painful to get onto the cutting mat. So if I was cutting this without templates, this would be hell. And I would probably do it on the floor. Also, this is so sticky. It's not actually sticky, but with templates, like, they don't move at all. But I will be getting... I've got a template that I'm going to do as a whole pre-recorded video. So I will use the templates in the video as part of making it. It is essentially a free pattern that you buy templates for. The pattern comes with it, and I will be the video that goes with the pattern. Okay, so with the 80% bags, I don't do the side zip, and I don't really do the back panel. I do the front panel though. So this is the base. Then we need, and see, there's my hole, but I've still got plenty of space, which I appreciate. Go along there, and down there. So that is the back. Ugh. Shuffle the vinyl. Let's do the front piece. So we cut the rectangle of the front, and then we use that fun little angly bit to add. I feel like these have actually been very popular lately. So if you're wherever you live, you might want to think about these kind of bags. They are almost indestructible, this stuff. So then we're going to lay this along the bottom edge, like so. And very carefully cut around. And this will be our super fun front section. Yay! Like that. Ta-da! Oh, one clip left. You also might want to clip them together because, you know, this stuff also doesn't need interfacing. So just make the bag with it. Trust me, it's tough enough as is. Okay, so that's that piece. We need the ends. And then that bit. And then we're good. Get this back up here. Now again with the hole. So because this piece is skinny, this should fit, and we just cut around the hole or the damage mark part. Now normally this wouldn't be a thing, but it doesn't bother me. It's wide enough that the damage didn't bother me. So I got it at a discount because it was damaged. And realistically, I'm not wasting all that much. Like really, when you think about it, it was totally worth the discount for the tiny bit that I do happen to waste. But each to your own. You obviously can buy it not damaged. There's more not damaged pieces in the world than damaged ones. One end. See, there's another damaged bit there. So the pattern repeats pretty quickly. But look at that. I will still get this piece in that section. It's like fussy cutting. Well, it is fussy cutting, I guess. But like around problems. I have to move around templates because, you know, I'm useless trying to do it the other way. I try it all the time and I usually stuff it up. So I am now going to cut off that bit because obviously damaged part. And this bit because it's no good to me, and the little dodgy bit. So that's how much I wasted because of fussy cutting. Stuff all is the answer. So that's the ends. That's the front. That's a mesh one. I need this, but I don't need the full one. I just need, actually, that bit I said I wasted. We're not going to waste it anymore. Watch this. one of that size, two of the bigger size, now we wasted even less. You always start cutting your bigger pieces and work your way down in size. It is the best way. I also like to clip these together or I lose them. They are so small that they go wandering. Right. I have multiple of these bowls, by the way. It's not a trick of the eye. I just have lots of Lord of the Rings bowls. I love them. They are handy for everything. And the mini ones are perfect for hardware. I think that's everything we need for this in this fabric. I'm just double checking. We've got ends, we've got base, front, back. No, I lied. We need this for the, do it this way, the top bit, the top zipper section, which is there to there. Not keeping that little bit, it is not useful to me. I also plan on making some lunch bags out of this stuff for tradies, because it is borderline indestructible. Like, you'd have to do something very dramatic to rip this fabric, and with the M40 thread that I use, epic. Okay, we're going to clip them together as well. I like my pieces together. It helps later when I get to the sewing machine. Hello, Sherlock Sews! Alright, so now that's done, and I still have an absolute crap ton of this, so expect to see a lot more of this in the future. I actually want to do a black and blue bag. I've got plans in my brain, just no time at the moment. Alright, as far as waterproof canvas, now gym bags always have waterproof canvas for me. It's just my rule. I don't have a lot of that left. I think I've used it all. I do need to order myself some more waterproof canvas. If they pre-cut it for me, I would offer it to everyone else, but they don't, which makes it super hard. 1, 2, oh, actually, 2, 3. I wouldn't quite get it. So I've got options here. I can pick a different color, or I can do two-tone lining. I mean, I have crap tons of black. I have black left over from when I sold it. There's so much black here. Or I could do grey. Purple, green, more black. Oh look, more black. Black, brown, green, brown, silver, red. Okay, so I think I might go grey. They weren't really specific. They said make a blue bag. So I am. Ooh, you're getting a cylinder arm. How exciting. So what I'm going to do is this I am going to do in the other pockets that we put in the bag. So the slip pocket and the zipper pocket are going to be in blue. So it's accented. Because that's fun and exciting. And the front zipper pocket will also be this color. Because I can, see? And that way, it is still blue. I also keep my swearing pen here. I have a lot of pens. I switch between grabbing this one and my beautiful sparkle pen. I don't want to use this too much though, because then I'm going to run out of ink. But I keep it here because it is fun. One's a zipper, one's a slip. In the bag she goes. And then back to this. We're going to add 1/4 inch by sight because I can. And then up and around. Now, because this is smaller, it will be a tighter curve. So some of you might find that more tricky to sew. So just keep that in mind. I am trying to waste as little as possible, even though it's a small piece. Because you never know when you just need a little bit. Right? Like that. Oh yeah. So those two go with these two. Ta-da! Okay. Oh, you guys are texting about the live. I love that. So this is all that's left of that blue waterproof canvas. But we don't throw this away. This is actually big enough to do a lining on a pocket pal or a purse pal or just a single Tory pocket. So that actually goes back in my tub. That's too big to remove in life. The smallest pieces I throw away are the ones that can't be a purse pal lining. Everything else we keep. So this piece we're officially done with. The way I like to figure out when I'm done with something is I put it back on the loop. That indicates to me that I'm good. And the Tory pocket can hang back up. And then, oh, you know what? This random bit that I threw away that I thought was useless is actually going to be for these. I'm going to cut the whole length and then just cut this down to size. Like that. So. Measure. Cut. That bit's rubbish. So, I mean, you could save this for zipper tabs. You could pre-cut it into like zipper tab strip sizes if that's your thing. Depends on how much you want to keep stuff. Right, grab all of them, clip them to the other pieces, because these are the pieces you always lose, right? Now I can't lose them. Now that can go back in the bin. I also never put liquids or food in this bin, unless I'm on a live and then I empty it straight away, because, you know, I throw things out and I'm like, oh, I could use that. Ugh, I dropped this. This is an 80% Rag-A-Brash, but yes. So I have changed the battery on my alarm and I'm insanely tired. But it is what it is. I will just be tired. It's fine. Now. Move that. This is my very large piece of waterproof canvas. I actually prefer them when they're 1 meter pieces, to be totally honest. They're so much easier to handle. And I've got so much mess off to the side here. But I am not going to spend this video tidying it. That's silly. She says as she starts tidying it. Only the easy bits though. Rag-A-Brash has been my most popular custom order lately. I have made so many of them. I've just stopped videoing them because I assumed you were all sick of watching me do the same thing over and over and over. But I have more of these. I also want to get a couple up onto the website. Oh, I think that would be awesome. We're just going to cut off one. Like so. And then the bottom. And then straightens it up. Easy. Grab the rubbishy bits. Alright, one. So yeah, on an 80% Rag-A-Brash, I do sell these for less, but we also put a lot less pockets in them. Like a lot less. So I don't have the back pocket. I don't have the side shoe area. I just have the awesome front pocket, really, because it's pretty. Let's be honest. I like it because it's pretty. This is also the back of this waterproof canvas. So it is shiny silver. I do love this waterproof canvas. If I had space, I would 100% go back to selling it. I'm trying to figure out where I can downsize stuff in my room to be able to carry it again, because I get messages all the time from you guys because you love it, and I get that. There's an end here. I'm wondering if I can get this out of the end, and I can't. Look, it misses by that much. How rude. I'm not going to waste it though, because this is non-directional. I'm going to turn it sideways and cut the zipper top part. Cut along the bottom, and then that way, like so, and across. Chop. One. Can I get the other one? Ooh, I can't. Oh, no, I can't. Look, missed by that much. That bit's no good to me. That bit can go in the bin. I love my waterproof canvas. If you hunt hard enough, you can find anything. But I'm not really comfortable giving up my source when I'm still contemplating going back to selling it. And I know that seems unfair, but no company will tell you where to get stuff. In my defense, clip. There. The only thing left to cut for this is the outer and inner mesh pockets. Now, for the outer pocket, I've actually need to go to Spotlight to buy, they've got like a really thick, awesome mesh, and I love it. It's amazing. But the inner, actually, I'll leave that out. The inner pocket, I'm happy to do the lightweight mesh. I haven't cut them yet, have I? There we go. I mean, I could go back to doing pre-orders of it, I suppose. Oh, also, while you're all here, I'm going to change my website over, which means for you that in the last 8 months, any patterns you've purchased, please go and download them as I'm switching back to the other website. There's just too many benefits from going back to the original one. If you are worried though, you'll just have to give me proof of purchase and I can like redo it. I'd move over all the information if I could, but there's like 1,000 orders or something crazy. And that will take me insanely long to go in and like zero it out or whatever. Not super keen on that idea at all. But proof of purchase for anything, and I will just send you an email if you haven't downloaded it by the cutoff. But another reason why I'm switching back is because this website only gives you 30 days to download it and then cuts you off, whereas the other one didn't. And that's a big factor as to why I'm switching back, because I don't like that. I think it's ridiculous, actually. Need to do an order for more of this. Fold it up, put it away. I do try to put everything away as I go. I don't like to be too messy. So I've got this lightweight mesh, which apparently nobody in town has it in blue at the moment. What do you do? So this is the lightweight mesh that I'll do for the inner pocket, and then the outer pocket's going to be made out of much tougher stuff. What am I looking for? interior slip pocket. That'd be this one. Chop. Boom. Done for all that I can do. So you can purchase the 80% templates. It is a great size for kids. I have done several orders for that too, actually. Now I'm out of tubs. I could keep cutting. I am actually in a cutting mood. The problem with this is I have no tubs and it's going to get even more messy in here, which I don't love. But I do love how we just slot that on and then you just screw it together. I haven't put that one in though because I need to go and cut that. That's a baby bag that I just cut out. That's what's left. So I'm like, I don't know what to make out of that yet. I'm also going to do a Christmas stocking. Brimax does the templates, but I want to do the cutting and the sewing as a whole template. And this one will be made on the green machine. But I want to go and get some lining fabrics and some other options just because it'll be fun. And they're a quick sew. But if you go on Brimax's website, she's got a stocking template. And it actually comes with a piece of acrylic with very simple, straightforward instructions. Love that. But I will be doing the video for it as well. But I need to buy other things first. I'm also thinking these would be really good if you have a business. I'm going to make them so that then you can just kind of iron on people's names with like a Cricut or a cutting machine. So I will be showing that as part of the video as well. But like I said, I need white or like whatever I'm going to put as the trim, which I have none. The only solid color I have at the moment is yellow, which doesn't really go with Christmas at all. So I'll need to get that. And I want to get like a few other options because it'll be pretty and fun and they'll be so fast to sew. So I really need to do a strip. I really need to do like a shopping trip today. Which is not what I wanted to do. I really wanted to sew. However, I might be back later to do a live. I have a few... Well, I've got to sew everything you just saw. And a baby bag that I cut out. Which is the Belle Baby Bag by Swoon. That is under here. In all its entirety. Pretty, I know. This is going to be another video for another day. I got the... How pretty is this? It sparkles! It lied to me though. It said it was black. It's actually navy. So I have to change my plans a little bit there, but that's all right. So many plans, so little time. See this? Too big to throw out. But see this little bit here? I'm going to cut it off. Now it looks weird, right? It's a weird shape. Super hard to like keep organized. And yet I will keep that. And it will go in the box. Makes me want to sing What's in the Box, but anyway. Alright, I think that's all I can do today. But templates, absolutely epic. You should get them. The subscription box, I will sew the kangaroo, which is a different bag, but it's still equally as awesome. I don't think there's much else I can do right now, so I might have to love yous and leave yous. I was here for nearly an hour though, so it totally counts. See this? Too big to throw out. Too small to do on most projects, but not all. And therefore, it stays. But when I empty some more tubs, I will probably come and do another live. And do more cutting. Because I have a lot to do between now and Christmas. Alright guys, well I will see you next time. But thank you all for popping in. I will endeavour to come on again later. And do another live, but I've got to drive down the street and it's like a whole thing. It's going to take a few hours to go to all the shops because once I'm out, exactly, good for card slots. Also good for like the inner part of a dingo by me or Person Pocket Pearl by Lynn's Handmade. Little pieces are not necessarily rubbish. You just want to always try and grab them first. Even like when it's a big piece, you cut the biggest pieces first and work your way down. But when you've got little pieces, you try and get the most, like the biggest piece out of that small piece so that you're not like stuck with millions of tiny bits because that's never fun. See? Purse Pal. On my list of things to get to, but just not today. Alright guys, you guys have a great day, and I will probably see you later if I'm not too tired. Bye! Ooh, that's my finger.